Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the UNLV Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Sun Devils head coach told me pregame he knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Sun Devils offense will take the field first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's something you're always worried about, the first drive. It's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career, there's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out now. You have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the
and he breaks the play. Touchdown, UNLV. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Turns it upfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 40. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw again. Spits it out to the back. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close.
And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Rebels offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride him again. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Got to make the play on 4th. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Royer. Makes a grab on the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea... after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. complete.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that third down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Just feeds the running back. Sweet cut there. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Handoff again. Able to move it ahead a couple yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Right at the line. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Play action on 1st down. On the move. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
They're going to run it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Valentine. They tried to let him work his magic, but he... well short of the first down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Off play action on first down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Taken down right away. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hits inside. It's Valentine. He's past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Quarterback changing the play. They'll give it to him again. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Valentine. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Straight ahead, it's Valentine. Turning it on! Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vegas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
It's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, It's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And the returner goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sells the run, wants to pass.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
Second down from the 20, and they just need a yard. Send the tight end in motion. Hand off for Brown. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, here's Brown. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. From the gun, it's Valentine. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Valentine. That's caught. It's Royer. He's running free down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. And the route is on.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. On the return, it's Mack. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
Under pressure. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
I like the aggressive nature by this defense. They've got the opponent backed up on the goal line. They're going to send the blitz, try to get an extra guy in on the pass rush, and they get home getting the safety.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Looking for room.
Returner is tackled down at the 36, and your UNLV Rebels will take over.
UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Valentine. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyons. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Sets his feet. It's Warrior. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Turns it upfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Wide receiver going in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got an open man. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Sells to run, looking to pass. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Motion from the wideout. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Robinson. Breaks into the open. Past the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's difficult now, even more down the stretch.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On the direct snap, it's Valentine. Caught, and he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
In the red area, it's Valentine. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit.
Makes the grab and room to run. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. The Rebels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quick give. It's Valentine. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Warrior. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
and they just keep... on the points we've seen in big moments in this game. They have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point, kicker. Down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledge.